Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. This is going to be part 7, and I'm so happy! Got my windows nice and wide open because it's a beautiful day outside. It's totally overcast, and that's my favorite kind of weather. Allow me the pleasure of sending you to Thanatos. Thanatos? There's a name you're going to have to remember. Well, she just sent Michelle's boyfriend off to Pandora, like anyone wants to end up there right now. And we find out she's doing it for this guy named Thanatos because he's going to overthrow the kingdom. And Michelle's like, well, how could you? And Imani's all like, tee I already killed all those other people, so now I really suck. And now she's going to feed us to her cute little Spiky. Aw, that's so sweet. And oh my god, I'm acting so retarded, it's not even funny. This is infamous. Like, Spiky Tiger is notorious for being one of the toughest bosses in the game, partially because you don't have magic at this point, and he's pretty much the last boss you fight without magic besides that little thing in the... well, he's the second to the last boss then. But it's not just that. It's not just the lack of magic that makes him so hard. It's also his speed. He's just constantly... You know, when he goes into that attack where he's invulnerable and he starts flying all across the screen, you can't even tell where he's going. And it's just really tough. His chances are he'll do damage to all three of your characters. Pretty considerable damage, too, like 18 to 20. Maybe if you're lucky, he'll only do 10 or 15. And he has a lot of, he has enough HP that it takes time to wear him down. And he's going to be doing damage to you practically constantly. Then he's knocking you unconscious half the time, so you can't even fight back. You know, like Michelle, she was just unconscious for 5-10 seconds already. Then he does this thing where he jumps on top of the column so you can't even get to him without a ranged weapon. So you gotta use a ranged weapon to actually hit him. When he gets up there, he'll start hitting you with the fire spells like Fire Bouquet, which actually lowers your attack. It's not good. Plus, he's like really hard to hit when he's up there too. Especially when he's standing towards the top like that. So, your best bet in this battle is just to keep an eye on your HP and do the best you can. Try to keep hitting him as much as you can, but more importantly, you gotta keep yourself alive and keep your secondary characters alive so that you can be constantly doing some kind of damage. I probably should have equipped Strider or Michelle with the boomerang just to make that a little easier, but oh well. Should just about have him here. Should just about have his ass. There we go. Oh, there's nothing more beautiful than seeing that thing turn red. Oh. So that's it. We just finished the hardest part of the game pretty much right there. Maybe not the hardest, I don't know. That Agogropalion guy is kind of hard too. I don't know how you say his name. Boomerang's orb. Now we can forge the boomerang to level 2. Ergo, we can build our skill with it also to level 2 because we'll have forged it to level 2. Anthemic victory music. What's she doing down here? Please forgive me! Okay, Brian Adams, I'll forgive you. Sorry! The magical herbs, yeah. She's been getting herbs from Thanatos, and she's been trading the villagers for them. I don't know how she's trading the villagers when she's all the way out here and they're way down in the southeast corner, but whatever. So, we need to get to the underground palace, but we can't do that without ice magic. You'll find later in the game that there are certain crystal orbs that you have to cast magic on them to create certain effects to allow you to progress further into the temples or whatever. That was the whip we just picked up, by the way. It's our 7th weapon. So now we have a sword, a spear, a boomerang, bow and arrows, whip, gloves. That's the weapon that the girl came with. It's basically like bare-handed weapon. And something else. I'll think of it. Well, there's one more weapon we get to pick up, a javelin. And we might actually get that by the end of this video. We'll have to see. So where are we headed now? Maybe Pandora? Maybe the temple? Who knows? There's so many different things to do now. She's keeping the faith. Tim, can you hear me? Come immediately to the water palace. Luca! Now what's the matter? I've got to go. I'm worried about Dolly, but I can't save him alone. Why am I saying now what's the matter? It's not like she's calling me, badgering me all the time with stuff. Oh no, here comes the lag again. Ugh. There's the music kind of blipped and bleeped there for a second. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Water Palace then. How about that? Well, that's good news. Because what that means is we're about to go get some magic. Woohoo! Can't argue with that. Switch our weapons back here. And I'm going to go ahead and give Michelle the whip. So now we have the 3 weapons that we'll be using for the majority of the LP, probably. This is what I always play with. Myself with the sword, Sprite with the spear, and the girl with the whip. So, there you go. Might as well pick that up, another 12 experience. Pretty much by the time you come out of here, you should be beating most of the monsters here in 2 or less hits. 2 or fewer hits. What should I say? Yeah. Sometimes if you, like, 2 of your characters hit the monster at the same time, it'll add the damage together. That's why we did 55 there just now. So we're gonna whip across here. Let's see what's going on in the Water Palace. What could be the urgent trouble? What could be the urgent trouble? My god. Don't you just love my word choices sometimes? I mean, that's ridiculous. What could be the urgent trouble? You know, it's a good thing I didn't write songs for Foreigner. Can you imagine how bad they would have flopped if that song had said that? So let's see what the matter is. Everything okay around here? She'll restore us. Okay. No, I don't want to save the fucking game. Okay, Undine, the elemental of water, lives in a cave behind a waterfall. It's east of the steps leading to this palace. You've got to find her! Her seal on this palace has failed, and I fear she's in great danger. Oh no. The seal on the palace has failed. Does that mean that maybe that you're not as protected as you once were? Like maybe there's a big bubble? You know, I really wish they would remake this game. They could just totally remake it in 3D. I would totally play it. I've heard that there's actually 3D versions of, like, Final Fantasy IV. I've actually seen YouTube videos of them, too. You know, like the whole scene with Rydia saving you from Golbez in that one part, I watched that in 3D. It was, like, really cool. So I'd love to see this game in 3D. Okay. These fishes are kind of they're not so bad, but the problem is that I don't know what it is about them. It's just something that... Well, for one thing, it's really hard to knock them back when you hit them, and they don't stay stunned for long, and when they are stunned, you can't hit them again, and then they're just kind of really unpredictable. I don't know. Now we have our boss fight. I'm running out of time here. I have to do this quickly. There's actually kind of a secret to this boss. And if you can, well, that's one thing you can do right there, charge your weapon and practice doing that. But this version of the boss is really easy. He can hardly even do any damage to you. But eventually, once you've knocked him down to a certain point, he's going to transform into a kind of blue snapping turtle thingy. And if you can get him cornered just right... Oh, this is good, this is good. Stay down there. Okay. Just like this right here. And then stand diagonally from him so that he can't stick out his tongue and grab you. You might be able to grab Sprite there, I don't know. Or Michelle, I'm not sure. But if you get him cornered just right, he can't go anywhere. And so you can just sit here and pummel him until he's dead. Boom. 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 Please, sir, can I have another? Sure. Boom. And eventually he'll pull out that cure water. Gee, I wonder who he stole that from. And he can only cast it 3 times, though, so don't panic when you see him healing himself for like 190, 180 HP. Because, did I say that already? He only has enough MP to cast it 3 times, then he runs out. He'll continue to try to cast it, and you'll see him doing the animation just before, but it'll stop working. And in a panic, he'll try to keep using it, you know, thinking that it's gonna work, not realizing he's out of HP because he's too stupid to tell that he's out. So at that point, pretty much, once he's lost his cure, you can knock him down that last little bit to death, and there you go. Got Gloves Orb, so now we got Gloves Orb and Boomerangs Orb. We'll have to go forge those. You'll get more than one orb for each weapon. You can forge in several levels. I don't know if I really explained that. Crap, my screensaver just kicked in and then... I don't know why I did that. 2 kinds of magic. Michelle can use my recovery and defense magic. I love this music, by the way. Ethan can use my battle magic. You don't say. And me? What about me? Your mana sword will one day become more powerful than any magic. Yeah, right. You can receive an elemental's power like Ice Saber on your sword. She can cast it. Michelle can cast that on my sword. And that's our 8th weapon, the Pole Dart, also known as the Javelin. And we get Undyne's powers. Woohoo! So that's all for this episode of Secret of Mana. Next time I'll show you how to use magic. Bye now.